Hello. Hi. How goes it? Ah. Hello, Dan. How are you? You're right, you're live. I am. Is that 8 months worth of subscription? Wowza. How the time flies, eh? How the time flies. How you doing, Adam? You alright? Having a whale of a time, are you now? That's great. I saw that you've made progress on your visa application. That's exciting. How about thou? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm okay. I was hoping to get more of this done in the week chat, but let me tell you, it's been a bit of a stressful one this week. It's been a bit of an up and down week, but there we are. Why stress? Just, you know, everything happening at the same time. If you want an update on the old work situation, by the way, I have decided to take my own advice and always gamble. I'm going for a meeting on Monday. Always gamble, baby. Exactly. You've got like a month left of UK, Dan. Yeah, we've got to hang. We've got to have it happen. Roll those dice, exactly. We've got to hang. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. Yeah, so we're going to do the rest of this inking today. Nat 20. That's what we like. Hopefully that's how it will work out. You know? Hopefully it'll be closer to that than a 1. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to go talk to the guy on Monday, so we'll see. And then like my flatmate is planning on moving out to get a place with his GF. So I'm gonna have the whole place to myself soon, which will be nice. Might even happen while Dan's in the UK, in which case you could both come here and actually have room to stay properly, which would be nice. Well, I think it still would be better to get a place, like a B&B or whatever, if we were going to meet up. Yeah. Yeah, it's been one of those weeks where life's like everything just has to be stressful at once. It's not like, oh, here's some stress at work. Oh, you've got a handle of that. Okay, now here's some stress at home. Oh, you're all good? Cool. Okay, here's a bit of stress with your car. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, here's a million things at once. You deal with it. Dog walking, yeah. Whole house would be cool. That would be the dream. Expensive, though. That's the only worry. Which has partly affected my other decision to gamble. It is what it is. Although, Dan, I'm sure your life is going to be in for a larger degree of change soon than mine, for sure. So I shouldn't really complain. Whole new country to live in. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Oh, I just fucked that line up. Oh, well, life goes on. How are we doing on sound and video, by the way, chat? Do you want me to zoom in a bit to make this panel a bit clearer? Is everything in sync if I give you a clappy? Did you get that? Did you get the clappy? Also, is my mic too loud? Turn it down a bit, because I think it was peaking a bit in the last stream. I don't know. Sound of Viz is good, yeah. Change is good for every once in a while. Yeah, you got to gamble, mate. Mike's good. Okay, cool, fine. Happy days. Yeah, you got to gamble, mate. Otherwise, you'll regret it, right? You're always thinking about what you could have won. And they show you, too. Bet on red and black and you can't lose. You can. You'll lose every time. You'll win every time, but you'll... Well, not every time, because you could land on 0, right? Clear over the music. Okay, that's good. That's good. Just as long as it isn't, like, peeking into the reds is what I was worried about, but... Also, Adam, gaming the system is kind of defeating the point of always gambling, right? If you know you're gonna win every time, it's not always gambling. Normally, you're kind of quiet, so it's fine. Okay, good. Yeah, I changed the gain on my mic in Streamlabs. I didn't realize you could do that. I thought that was a thing that you had to do in Windows, but no, you can do it in Streamlabs. But I think I overcompensated for it before, because a couple of the Such Art streams, it was a bit... If you go back and listen to it, there is a bit of, like, distortion on the mic. Where it peaks too high. Maybe I haven't been gambling this whole time. No, you haven't. You've been cheating this whole time. No wonder you're so happy and confident. You've not met with the true risk of a gamble. I never gamble, that's not me. It should be. Always gamble. You got to think about when you're watching the chase, right? And people pick the low ball offer. You want to kill them, right? You want to murder them with your own bare hands. So you wouldn't want to be that guy. Safe and mundane is my way, for sure. For sure it is. But all I'm saying is you need to branch out. You need to branch out, mate. The worst... I know. You can't be picking a minus offer. You should be kicked off the show. You should be kicked off the show for that. It's literally stealing. If you end up winning with the team, you've literally stolen it from the team because you brought nothing. You brought worse than nothing. I'm during daytime too. Yeah, the chase has been burnt into my my consciousness since university, when it was just on every day in the living room. And ever since then, it's the first thing I think of when I need an analogy. And a lot of the time it works. God damn it. Challenge or the Food Network was... Oh, wow, the Food Network. Nah, Challenge was perpetually on in our house, but not the Food Network. Challenge was the one, mate. How's this set up in terms of being able to see me draw, by the way, chat? Is everything clear? I know last time I was, like, doing this too much. So let me know if I do that again. Because that is probably a pain. But, like, is the focus okay? Am I covering up with my hand too much? Let me know. And I'll work on it. Can't guarantee I'll be able to fix those problems, but at least I'll know about them and we can suffer together, you know, chat? My mum partner watches the chase every day. Every day I come in and answer one of the questions correctly, and he dismisses it until I'm proven right. It's a rinse and repeat every time. He just doesn't know you got it like that. You know? He just thinks that you're a big dumb. And then when you come in and prove him that actually you've got some wrinkles on that brain, he's dumbstruck. I'd love to know how that feels, but my brain is smooth as silk. Silky smooth, baby! What up, boo? How you doing, dear? How's you right? My brain is a sponge for some general knowledge. Some general knowledge, yeah. Useless shit that you don't need. For sure. For sure, that's true. Good at random facts, but not much else. Yeah, that's the way it goes. That's just the way it goes, you know? You've only got room for so much stuff in your brain, so why not take that room up with random facts? You know? Yeah, the random facts half of the brain is a wrinkly almond. The other part is definitely chicken breast, for sure. Gonna draw the reflection of some happy little trees here in this windshield chat. Just to keep it on brand, you know? There he goes. May give him a friend over here. You know? Don't want him to get lonely. Dun, dun, beautiful. In your world, do they have some friends? Yeah, they do. Yeah, well, come on. I knew it was coming. And you knew it was coming, and that's why you asked it. We've both seen enough Bob Ross to know how this ends. Okay? Ends in tears. That's for sure. When are we doing our Bob Ross Such Art stream, by the way, Adam? Come on. You need to buy that game. We need to make that happen. I'm just kind of roughly going to colour this in so that it has some movement to it and energy. I'm going to have to redo this as well, annoyingly. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. So I'm going in with the little baby pen now, chat. The little baby 0.1 for all your detail work and the rest of the line work I haven't already done, basically. So like the seams of these gloves. Where they kind of fold over his hand like that. Marks here that show him kind of revving it. Get them in there. Beautiful. How you doing? What are you up to today then? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. We're inking this page. Which is page 4 of issue 2 of a 7-issue comic book that I'm making. Yeah. So, you know, not the most entertaining stream ever, I'd imagine. But there we are. Hopefully interesting enough that you pick up a thing or two about inking. From someone who vaguely knows how to do it. You know? That's what we're going for. That's the mission statement today. How are you anyway? How are things up north? How's tricks, as it were? I think I'm going to do this page next, and then this page. I mean this panel next, and then this panel. Although actually, if I do that, I'll be rubbing all over this shit with my hand when I'm doing this one. Would I rather do that when it's inked or when it's penciled? That's the question, chat. Probably inked, I would guess. Would be my gaze. That's as good as that focus is going to be, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one first. Just decided. I've made the decision. Bum. Up north's just fine. Sunshine outside. Cat asleep beside me. All good. Inking's looking good. Thanks. Thanks. Surprised I still know how to do it. Somewhat. You know? It's been a while. Spent too long drawing stupid Pepes with a mouse, you know? Luckily the knowledge of how to draw Pepe the Frog with a mouse and keyboard hasn't overtaken the knowledge of how to ink a comic book, so that's good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, chat, you can go back and watch some of the previous streams. If they're not still on Switch, they'll be on my YouTube channel. We've been playing Such Art, which is a genius artist simulator. Fun game, gotta tell you. Worth a look if you haven't played it before. Especially if you do consider yourself to be an artiste of any form. It will speak to your very soul, I can guarantee you that. But yeah, it was a lot of drawing memes for me. That's sort of how I interpreted the game. Yeah. Perhaps you'll do the same when you play, chat. It's kind of the only way to do it, really, I thought. Otherwise, what you're doing, you're just wasting time, you know? You're spending time drawing, you know, your magnum opus, your Mona Lisas, your Sistine Chapels. You could just be drawing Pepe the Frog, so... What are you doing? That's something that I had to learn, and now I'm passing that knowledge on to you, so you don't have to make the same mistakes I did, chat. When you play that game. If you ever do. Make sense? Probably not. Probably not a great deal of sense. Man, a lot of this panel is just going to be done with this pen, actually, I think. There's not that many like stuff that I need to do specifically with a little detail pen. Quite a lot of it is blacks, like spot blacks. And other like broad shapes, so. Let's do a bit with this pen now. Might be a bit back and forth this one. I'm gonna have to hit a snag at some point when I finish inking this page though, chat, because my scanner is broken. So I either need to buy a new scanner. Well, I'll need to do that anyway. Or we'll just have to photograph this to get it into Photoshop. It's just really hard to do that and get it specifically straight without warping the image at all. So that'll be a fun challenge for future Chris. Might be a case of just not finishing the pages for a while, like get a few of them backlogged of inked pages that need formatting and lettering and halftoning, and then when I do have a scanner, just do all the formatting and halftoning and the lettering for those pages at once. But oh my god, that will be a real drag because that's like the worst part of the process that I'd have to do on like 10 pages or whatever. So we'll see. We will see. bum 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 bum. This little lightning bolt symbol has to be smaller. So I'm going to erase it so that it's not confusing me. I'm just going to free ball it. Enough times that I can free ball it, I think. Oh, it's not good. But it'll do. It will do. We can fix that in post. Is this even in focus? Yeah, a little bit. It's hard to see though, isn't it, chat? Bum. Back, this is looking good. Thanks. It's coming along. So are we doing D&D tonight then, Adam? Are you doing as a one-shot? Is that the plan? I don't know why I'm asking. I know that that is the plan. I'm just getting the ball rolled on a conversation, you know? If you're up for playing, I'm up for playing. I'm definitely up for playing. Get ready to hate Kyle Smith. Oh god. Oh no. Not showing all that's for. I kind of watched the one shot and I was like, sure. I mean, if it's too short, we can just play some Overcooked or something. You know? Doesn't have to take up the entire evening. I'm probably going to end up playing Miss Mysterious again. We'll see. I don't know how that works in terms of continuity right now, but that's something we can work out. Only thing you need to know beforehand is that you two own a pub. Okay, well I already have all the relevant experience for that outside of D&D. So we're okay. And luckily, Michelangelo Mr. Mysterious has all the requisite social skills to work in a front-facing role like that, so I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be just fine. In the kitchen, so I assume you'd be on the bar, probably. Stick to what you know, you know? Not sure how I feel about RPing work outside of work, but I'm sure it will be fun. Swan and Pedo, obviously. I don't know about that. What about the ham badger? Or the ham and badger? Whatever you guys want to call it. We'll come up with something. Something great. Something that you're going to hate. You know? Yeah, it's just a picture of a pig, yeah. I don't know anything you guys do in games. I love it all equally, just differently. Sure. You kind of have to say that, though. You know? You're obliged to say that. I'm going to do speed lines in the back of this one panel as well, chat, but I'm going to do that in post as well. Just because you can get them smoother, straighter, you know? More silky smooth like my brain. My actions and monsters I throw at you might say differently, for sure. For sure. That's sort of your role though, isn't it? You know? Next up. It's panel number 7 for this page. It's a lot of panels. Are they going to be monsters in this this one shot? Are we also going to need to act as security guards for the Hammond Badger? Depends on how well behaved we are. Well, not very, so what does that mean? It's gonna be a normal day at the Hammond Badger. Okay, cool, I'm sure. And shift starts at 6:30, we're saying. Yes, sir. Okay. Color me excited. You're out over Ammons tonight, so starting it then if that's cool. Oh, so you mean, so we'll finish earlier, so you can leave then. If so, that's unacceptable. I'm the worst, right? Not sure how your two characters run a pub together, but hey, that's your guys' problem. I don't know. Do we know? Maybe we don't even know. Maybe we just wake up one day in a pub instead of a prison cell. You know? D&D will do that to you sometimes. I'll start with disadvantage like that. Great. Great. That's perfect. black. That's gonna be black. That's gonna be black. Bum, 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 bum. Have I been enjoying my campaign? Yeah, I think so. Have you been enjoying it? That's the main thing. I've been enjoying just sort of sitting back and letting you guys do shit, you know? That's the more fun stuff. And I don't have to sort of... Like, working you through a dungeon and stuff, I'm sure is more fun for you. But just watching you guys, your characters argue with each other, is more fun for me, so... Probably going to be pretty dungeon heavy next session though, you would think. If you do what I think you're going to do. I do enjoy group conflict, yeah. Come on. If you do what I think you're going to do and you go where I think you're going to go, it's dungeon time next session. Spent lots of sessions faffing about, which makes it feel nice and real. Yeah. Yeah, there's been some faffing, for sure. But I kind of wanted there to be a bit of faffing. Because sort of from here on out, it's a bit... it's more structured, right? So, well, not structured, but the faffing was more just to give you a break from the, you know, relentless climb this tower, kill this thing. Next session, I'll make Johnny 2 hands, Johnny no hands. Maybe. Maybe you will. Or maybe you'll find out that Johnny 2 hands is more powerful than he seems. You don't know. Maybe the chat doesn't have the power to make Johnny 2 hands into Johnny no hands. Or even Johnny 1 hands. I turn this off? No, it just died. Great. I do question the chat's ability to cripple. The great Johnny 2 hands. Honestly, I'm more and more tempted to make Johnny 2 hands the BBG. Fuck the King of the Giants, mate. You've seen what the chat does to a door. true. That's if Johnny Two Hands lets you in, you know? That's the thing. A door isn't going to move out of the way. Johnny Two Hands could be a very powerful mage. You should be worried what Johnny Two Hands is going to do to the Chad, mate. Fire line up, I might. You might, yeah, that's true. I'm definitely going to have that come back to haunt you, though, if you do that. Especially if your alignment is good. Grub will sit and watch beverage or raw meat in... Oh, watch beverage or raw meat in hand. Or both. Put your hands together. It used to be like this, isn't it? Ba-ba-bum. Ba bum ba bum ba ba ba. Okay. Ba-dum-ba. Bum 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 ba bum ba bum. Okay, that's one part of the panel down. Moving on. So Adam, do we get to decide what kind of food and beverages are served at the Ham and Badger? Or is there a predetermined menu that we have to stick to? It's up to you guys, okay. Gonna come up with some dumb drinks, that's for sure. Sensing another seasonal menu coming in. Perhaps even more seasonal than the last. Deep South cuisine. Like what? Is it a seasonal menu? Barbecue joint? Japanese Mexican fusion? We decide. Rocky Mountain oysters. Ugh. We are not on the same page there, Dan. That's not the kind of establishment that I want the Hammond Badger to be. Surely the Hammond Badger serves exclusively pig food. So just variations of pork. And bacon. Sausages. You know? Propose a toast. A toast, then. To the Hammond Badger. The greatest drinking hole in all the land. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be a barbecue joint. Yeah. With just a line of hogs ready to get toasted, roasted on the spit. Shit, that isn't what that was meant to be. Oh well, life goes on. I wonder if Gaius Flavius or one of his kin are gonna feature. Dan, you should make your character like a Flavius. If you're gonna be in the kitchen. Oh my god, I've just come up with what my character's gonna be. There might be a small cameo. Okay, cool. I've just come up with what my character's gonna be. I'm gonna have to make a sheet in between streaming and playing. Are we allowed to be any race, Adam? Does it matter? The God-tiering king, who is his voice. Shut your libtard mouth. I'm not liking the sound of this, to be honest with you. I'm scared. Literally improving a lot of this. Try mule techniques of just having a few ideas and winging the rest. Yeah. Be whatever else you want. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. You just gotta wing it. Winging it's the best way to do it. You gotta make the players come to you, you know? They're the ones that should be doing all the work, not you. That's what it's all about. Especially when you've got players like you guys that come up with crazy ideas for characters and all this stuff and are really into that kind of part of it. You can get away with doing a little prep and just letting them wing it, you know? When you've got characters that are super metagamey and just want to play the combat stuff and don't care about making, you know, they just make a generic character that no one cares about. It's like, ugh. You have to do so much more work for them to enjoy D&D. When you've got players like you guys, you can just put them in. You can just put you in a place, and you'll just play D&D by yourselves. It's great. If you want to be like gamey about it, play Skyrim. I mean, there is a place for it, for that kind of way of playing D&D. Don't get me wrong. I think for a DM, especially when you're running a long campaign, it's just not on. It's just the worst way to DM. I don't mind like doing a one shot of like an arena or whatever where everyone just metagames. That's one thing. But doing a long campaign, trying to game that is like, it's just dumb. I used to play with a guy who'd come up with these really cool backstories and ideas for his characters, but when we would play, only do the combat part of it and no RP. Yeah, that's annoying. How'd you not care enough? Maybe he just wasn't confident enough with his improv skills or whatever. Combat has its place, sure, but it's all about balance. Exactly. If you're doing a long thing, you need those time. You need some times where you just have a session of where there's no combat and you just dick around all day. Because otherwise you just get really fucking... Well, I get really bored anyway. Maybe some people don't, but... It just gives you so much more to the game. And that's the sort of thing that D&D can do that like not other games can't really do. That's why like you look at the D&D video games that like that one that came out recently that just didn't really do very well and got kind of panned. And it's like, yeah, because the point of D&D is that you have fun RPing with your friends and you create your own story, and you know what I mean. It's not the same when you're just following a story in that world. It's like, who cares? The world of D&D isn't unique or interesting enough compared to other fantasy to hold itself on its own. The fun thing about D&D is the creative side. I think anyway, maybe I'm just a fucking boomer. I missed a bit on this panel up here earlier. Hate to see that. RP and fun, D&D good. Just combat dungeon grind bad. Yeah. Again, that kind of stuff is fun sometimes. The combat and the dungeon-y stuff, exploration stuff, is fun. Don't get me wrong. But when that's all you care about and that's all the D&D you play, it's like, ugh. Blech. Ugh. That's why I've liked having these couple of sessions where you guys have just done fuck all. Because when we go back to doing combat and doing dungeon shit, you know, you'll have had that break and you'll appreciate it more. It hasn't got stale. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Everyone's different, right? Everyone's different. It's all part of the rich tapestry of life, you know? Some people only like the combat part of D&D and are objectively wrong, and that's fine. You know? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's okay that they don't know what they're talking about. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. We all are. We all get things wrong. BRB. Very well. Although we may not be here when you get back. Because we're almost done, chat. Oops, wrong pen. We are almost finito. Do a bit of this bins here. Put some more happy little trees. Woohoo! Woohoo! Nanny? Nanda Tyre? Alright, let's do some speed lines. Yeah, in this background here, and then we'll call it a day. Fact, you didn't even finished. Okay, yeah. On this bad boy. It is a bad boy. What speed lines then? It's just like, I'm not sure if that's the technical term, but it's just like lines to show motion. So you see like on these trees there's like lines going this way to show that everything's driving that way. And normally you would do it like trailing off of something. That's like the American way to do it, but in a lot of manga they do like the background is really motion heavy and then the characters themselves are quite detailed. I'd call them speed lines or action lines. Yeah, action lines is probably the more technical term. Where if I write down some paper to show you? I'll just draw back at this. Hang on, one sec. That's annoying. Okay, so looking good, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Average Swingle. Thanks a lot. Okay, so say a ball. You would draw the ball and you would draw lines coming off it like this. Whoa. So it looks like it's moving, right? But then in like, and then the background would be like really like normally detailed, right? Or the alternative is you do this and then in the background you put speed lines like this to create that sense of movement, but the object itself stays the same, right? And they both do the same thing. I just think this one looks cooler, so that's the way I've been doing it in here. Well, chat, I think we're done so. Average Swingle, if you've just joined, you've unfortunately joined at a poor time because we're done. It's over. It's done. We finished this page, the inks. So all that needs happening now is for me to get this into Photoshop where I can format it, halftone it, letter it, and it's done so. And then we can move on to the next page of however many more pages, like 100. It's looking grand good, sir. Thanks. Thanks a lot. What do we think, chat? Okay, we done? Do we think? I think so. I'm gonna put loads of like... So like, there's thump here, this sound effect I haven't done. I'll do that in Photoshop. Same with like here, there's gonna be like rum 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 sounds. And here as well. We'll do that all in Photoshop. I think. It's good to have a mix. Edit. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, cool. We're going to call it there, chat. And I'll see you next week. I think there's a week coming up that I can't do. A Wednesday. So it might have to be a different day. If that's next week, it might have to be a different day. We will see. Well, that might have been this week, actually, and then I moved the shift. I don't know. I'll have a look. Even so, there will be some fashion of stream next week, right? Which might not be on Wednesday. Or it might be later on in the day. No, I'm talking out my ass. It'll be Wednesday at 2 next week. A few hours until D&D. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you're not already following, then please do follow. It really helps. Thanks, Adam, for resubbing for 8 months. Mad. Insane. What a great system we have of subbing to each other. It works. We both exclusively lose money doing it, but I love it. Alright. Yeah, stay chill, Fridge Gang. Spread the word, spread the wire. And I'll see you next week. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye. Bye.